Hey everyone, so this is the full video tutorial on setting up the EntityRanker software. The learning curve is very simple. Once you've created your first project, it's that simple to use, you'll be a pro. So you come to the download page, which we are on now, scroll down to download software, download the software and you will get this file. Double click on that, which brings you to this window. Click on more info and then go run anyway. Then it will bring up another screen which is requesting admin access, which you grant, and then we get to here. Click on I agree to terms and it installs it in program files times 86 EntityRanker. So if this is your first time using EntityRanker, make sure you watch this full video. But if you've used it before and you were just interested in one section, note in this YouTube video there are chapters along the bottom, each representing which section of the video I'm talking, each section of the software that I'm talking about, and you can just fast forward straight to that chapter that you're interested in. EntityRanker has been installed successfully. Then you go to your start bar, you'll see it there, EntityRanker, click on that. That will bring up the software. So that's bringing up my firewall, so I'm giving it permission to access the web, and it starts. You'll note in this section of the software we've got the Open AI key, and this is for lifetime members. Any lifetime members who have this software need to apply their own API key. And this software produces sites like this. This amazing content. That there is the HTML section. I've put links into previous projects in this niche, which I will show you in another video later, which is called the case study video. If you are on the download page, you will see that case study video down below this one. Okay, so let's go back to the software. So I'm going to select this exact project, keyword term that you want to rank for up the top. It creates this permalink down here. Now here we have a new feature, the link system. I'll explain to you what that is. In this project, the use link system was checked, and that produces this section down here. What that is, that's from another project of mine, but this section will place a link to an external member's site. These titles are generated randomly. You are posting a link here to another member's Google site internal page, and in return the link to this site will appear on other members' pages. So this site has 7 pages. Each link down here, it will supply a different link to another member's page, and in return each of those individual pages will get a link from other members' sites created and from other different accounts. So in theory this site will have 7 incoming links, 7 different incoming links to each different internal page. Next, this is where your keyword phrases go, of course. In this section of the software, it's very important. This is the content that we use to feed the AI to generate the perfect content for EntityRanker that produces the correct amount of entity words in the content, the correct amount of semantic words in the content, and the correct amount or SEO optimized keywords in that same content. So in this section, enter the description about the business you are promoting, why it's amazing, and include business name, and I will also include the phone number if there is one applicable. In this section, here you add the utility of this niche this business is in. The utility is about why people need this type of business. If you get stuck, go to any AI and ask it to provide this information about the business or niche you are in, and then paste it here. Click next. This is the HTML section. In this section, this is what appears on your Google site down here. You can put HTML with no JavaScript or CSS in here. So that means embeds, iframes. So you can put your Google stacks in here, or you can put other related content in this section of the software. It's very simple to add your Google account. You put your Gmail address there, a password, and then add new account. If you want to get rid of it, you right click on it and go to delete selected account. So I'll use this one. Now, a really important part, before you enter a Google account into this software, you need to log into that Google account on the same computer that you're running the software. Typically, the best way to do that is using your browser. Go to mail.google.com and log in using that Gmail or that Google account. Then check to see in the email if there are any security warning messages. If so, click on them and verify that it's you. If there is two-factor authentication on this Google account, you need to disable that because our software cannot two-factor authenticate the Google account each time it runs, so you need to disable that. So in short, before you enter a Google account into this software, log into it in a browser on the same computer that you're running the software on. Now this section is really important. It's really simple. We had people in support, instead of putting what it says here, it says enter Google map, suburb, city, country, like there, Hudson, New York, or it's the location that we use to create this map here. In support, we found some people are putting their Google Map URLs in there, and that will cause the software to freeze up. Just put the location and it will work fine. Now with the other issue we're having, and as I've said in the previous video, create a folder on C drive called EntityRanker. Then for each project, create another folder under that for the name of that project. Inside that folder, put the images, and they should be called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can be JPG, PNG, and in this update, you can now use GIF. That means you can put animated GIFs as at the top. I could have made this one here a beautiful animated GIF. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make amazing video animated GIFs because they work so spectacular on here. In fact, I'll find one. Okay, here's an example of an animated GIF at the top of your Google site. How cool is that? I'm going to do a tutorial to show you how to make these for free. Very cool. Now back to, it's important to not have any spaces in the names of the folders or the images. In a perfect world, you have images 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put as many images in this folder as you like, and each time the software places an image on the Google site page, it will randomly choose one from this folder. So make it as easy as possible and you'll have no issues whatsoever. So you select the image, the main site URL. This is the main URL that you want to rank in Google, and in here that is this link here. Obviously YouTube URLs are self-explanatory. You can put as many YouTube URLs in here as you like, and it's similar with the images. Each time the software creates a new page, it will randomly choose one of the YouTube videos that you've got here. Click next, and that is it. Click on start. This new version 2.0 takes longer than the original version, but it produces better content. One more thing before we go. In this section of the software, we have where you can place the location of the Google map. Now we can leave it as it is, or we can change it to replacing that with your Google business profile link, which instead of having this map here, will have an embed of your Google business profile. Now what's new in this section is here you can enter your GBP embed. If you don't have a Google business profile, you can put a location, and the location will present a map on each page of the Google sites created based on the location you enter. So the location you enter here is relevant to the business or product that you are promoting. For me, I'll put Gold Coast, Australia, or I could put my Google business profile embed in there. And to get your embed, I showed you previously. So now you click on next. Currently we are at version 2.3. 2.4, we are going to add another 30 odd languages in this section here, which means you'll be able to create create content in any one of those 32 or 34 languages, I can't remember. And for non-English rankings, it's just going to be a breeze. The power of EntityRanker and Google sites in non-English search environments, which is so less competitive than the English market, you're just going to crush it. Feel free to ask any strategy questions in the private Facebook members group. In the members group, do not ask any technical questions. That's for support, which is www.petesupport.com. Any technical questions, go to support to get help from our staff there, and strategy questions or any other questions, ask in the members group. Thanks for watching.